deciding to get professional help when you're having troubles in a relationship, it's a big deal.
It can be hard to find the right therapist, too. So in today's Relationship Reboot, we're getting advice on what to look for in a therapist and how to find that perfect match, because it's so important. Joining us now is our relationship guru, Dr. Kirsten Lynn Seal. And Dr. Seal, you have quite a bit of experience with this because you, of course, treat clients in your own private practice.
Yes, exactly. I treat individuals, couples, and families, and I see quite a few couples. And I know that it can be really hard finding a couples therapist. One of the reasons is when you're looking for a therapist, first of all, you're in a vulnerable position. But with an individual therapist, it can just be like the person and the therapist. When you go to find a couples therapist, what's really important is that both people feel like that therapist is going to be on their side to a certain extent, that they're fair.
So you have a couple of tips on what to do, and one is to ask for referrals from friends, but I imagine just even talking about it with friends can sometimes be a little difficult.
Well, you know, I was thinking a lot about this particular, this concept of asking people, because I think there's a real stigma around therapy and around couples therapy.
Couples therapy.
Exactly. And what's interesting is that I know several marriages, including my own, that have been strengthened by couples therapy. And so I think, I mean, one of the messages I'd like to get out there is that actually couples therapy is kind of like taking your car in for a tune-up. I mean, if your relationship isn't working well, should you go see to get some help with that?
Right. And maybe it's even preventative. If things are going fine, you can go and talk.
Yes, I have several clients who come in sort of like things are not going so great, but we're not at a terrible place, and actually that's where you actually get really good outcomes, because what the research shows us is people wait between 5 and 7 years past when they should actually see a couples therapist.
Wow.
You know, and by that time things can be pretty ingrained, and then it's a lot harder to get things.
When do you recommend that people even start looking for a couples therapist? If 5, 7 years passed when that was, what were the signs that they should have looked for?
Well, I mean, one idea is that if you're planning to take another step into your relationship, like if you're planning to get married, that's not a bad time to sort of ask around, because then you know you're happy, it's great. I mean, there are different premarital counseling, you know, different clergy do it and different faith traditions do it. And I think finding a professional couples therapist is almost like finding like a good pediatrician. Do you know? It's like, oh, when things come up. But I mean, I would say when you start feeling really not heard and when you start feeling disconnected, and that's kind of a broad thing to say, but if you feel disconnected from your spouse or loved one, that's kind of a sign that things aren't going well.
So let's talk about where to find that. If you've talked to people maybe you trust about a referral, you also suggest therapist listings in Psychology Today.
It's great. If you just type into Google Psychology Today therapist listings, like the nation, you know, you can find therapists everywhere. I have actually found, because I'm of course listed on it, and I know how, I sort of know how to read those from a therapist point of view. So I've actually helped people in various cities, friends of mine, find who I would consider to be a good bet. Exactly.
Okay, and the proper training side of it too. I would assume anyone in Psychology Today would have the proper training.
Well, here's the thing, actually, and here's another interesting statistic: 70% of all psychotherapists say they do couples work and do couples work. I'm going to tell you right now, 70% of psychotherapists are not trained for couples work. Right? Wow. So you want to, I mean, there are like psychologists can be trained for couple and family. Licensed marriage and family therapists are by definition trained for couple and family work. So it's a systemic lens. It's a lens where you're sort of looking at everybody. And this is where the sort of the fairness piece comes in, as opposed to just being on one person's side. Because that's what happens when you don't get the training. You'll tend to really get pulled. Just think about when you talk to friends and you hear about an argument and you're always thinking, oh, that person's really right and that person seems wrong. You're on one side because that's what we do.
You have some red flags that people can watch out for?
Yes, when you, so you know, I recommend, this may seem like a sort of a tiresome thing to do, but I do recommend that people meet with more than one therapist. Because then you can see, even if you only meet with 2. So red flags are when you feel like you're just a number, like you come in and they can't quite remember your name, or I mean, even at a first meeting, if you feel like you're not being listened to. Do you know, if you're sort of being talked at? Because sometimes
Tell me
that
how you're
happens.
Feeling, blah, blah. It seems like they're just going through the motions.
Exactly.
And the judgment, I feel like that would be a concern that people would have, that wouldn't happen.
Right. Well, right. So the judgment is interesting, and you know, it can. Often when therapists, because therapists like anybody else can burn out or become overloaded or have too big a client load. When that happens, they fall off what I consider to be like the true and narrow path of being a good therapist, where you have to be taking good care of yourself so that you can be there for your clients, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when people are exhausted, they tend to get more judgmental. So that's, if you go in and you feel judged.
Just things to watch for. These don't happen often, but they are things to watch for.
They don't happen often.
Exactly. These are great tips, though.
Kirsten, thank you.
Thanks.
The first tropical storm